damage. I'm the really damage. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the piano chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick up with the cause TK.
It's Madden NFL 23, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Brennan Gaudin alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in a few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
And they'll begin by running the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Mariota. That's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mariota. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Mariota. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the move to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Stafford. Touchdown! Allen Robinson on the receiving end from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that, gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing, Mariota. He's got a man, complete. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Stafford on 1st down. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. To the air again, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Mariota now. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Bryan Edwards, 28 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. That play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Gain is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Stafford.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And fortunately here for them, he's going to be taken down before he can gather much momentum on the run back. So no fireworks on the final field goal attempt, and that'll do it for this first half. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is gonna move the ball well downfield.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a second and short.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. To throw is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown!
Allen Robinson on the receiving end from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Batson, who caps things off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota escaping the pressure right.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. Back now here on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll go again here with Akers. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run out.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Mariota over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. 2nd and 11 now. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was,